When you hear the word miracle, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably some big, flashy event, right? A lightning bolt from the heavens, a force from the outside that just completely shatters the laws of nature. But what if we've been looking for it in all the wrong places? What if a miracle isn't some random act of divine intervention that just happens to us? What if it's something that is actually built inside of us? Like less about a lucky break and more about a kind of precise internal spiritual engineering. Now that's a fascinating idea, and it's exactly what we're going to explore. So for this explainer, we're going to give this idea a name, the internal architecture. We're going to treat the miraculous not as some unknowable mystery, but as a structure, a spiritual state that has blueprints we can actually study. It's all about aligning the human vessel with the divine will, to the point where the miraculous becomes possible. So let's get into it. Our journey here starts by flipping the whole idea of a miracle completely inside out. Now, to really wrap our heads around this internal structure, we have to go way back to an ancient vision interpreted by the brilliant philosopher Philo of Alexandria. He looked at this vision and saw something incredible, a detailed schematic of the human soul. And here's that vision, Jacob's dream of a ladder to heaven. Now, this isn't just a cool story about a stairway and some angels. It's a powerful metaphor for the constant traffic between our worlds, the earthly, and the divine. But the most radical idea here isn't the angels, it's the ladder itself. And this is Philo's mind-bending interpretation. He argued that the ladder is the soul. It represents our very own inner architecture, the connection point between our physical, day-to-day existence and the highest spiritual realities. It's rooted in our body, but it's always reaching for something more. So this ladder has 4 key parts, which Philo saw as the components of our soul. First, you've got the body, our earthly vessel. Then the external senses, which act like messengers and bodyguards. Then there's speech, the interpreter of our mind. But that 4th one, the mind, he described it as a holy fragment of the deity itself. It's the very top of the ladder, the part that touches heaven. It's our direct, built-in link to the divine. Okay, so if the soul is the ladder, what are the rungs? How do we actually climb it? For that, we can turn to the gospel accounts, which lay out 5 specific prerequisites, 5 practical things needed to climb this ladder and activate the miraculous. That's right, 5. 5 absolutely essential pillars that have to be in place within this internal architecture. And here they are: unwavering faith, ascetic discipline, divine authority, profound compassion, and doing it all for the glory of God. Think of these as the functional components of a